Hello JFV crew, welcome back to another JFV channel update. I guess we can call this the self-quarantine edition, as I'm really not on self-quarantine. It's my day off. I work security as my full-time job, and we're essential, but I guess everybody in Wichita is essential because damn near everybody's out and about and working. But a little update on what to look forward to, and there's not really that much to look forward to. With all the closings, cancellations, and everything, so far no official announcement from 81 Speedway, but 81 is expected to start their season off this Saturday on the 4th of April, and I'm not really seeing how they're going to be able to do that, as this stay-at-home order is expected to go at least through the entire month of April. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that, and I will let everybody know if anything changes with that, and we'll just have to play it by ear. But there is one thing I wanted to do for this vlog, is to do a little James Firm Videos history lesson for all those who may not have been here at the beginning of the channel. James Firm Videos was created on October 19th or October 9th, 2012. At the time, it was just under James Furman. It was just my personal YouTube channel to go watch videos and everything. I think the first channel I actually subscribed to was possibly the Code Zero guys, which would have been at the time Jeff Faviano, Barry Bugs, Polecat 324, Zachary Houseknecht, and the Northern Alex at the time. And the first ever video that I made that was on that channel was me singing When You Come Back to Me Again from Garth Brooks. That song is actually on his Scarecrow album. Don't go looking for it. It's not on the channel anymore. But like I said, it was just back before I even recorded racing at all. In 2014, the second ever video to ever hit the channel was the first track pack video out of 81 Speedway, and that was March 14th. And that was recorded on my Samsung smartphone. I can't remember what kind of smartphone it was. I have all my smartphones, but and all videos before 2017 was recorded on the smartphone. And for if you didn't know that, by 2016, I took a more serious role in, or interest in, recording and uploading the videos, trying to make it to every race I had at 81 Speedway, and even going to Salina Speedway and Humboldt Speedway for the first time. And I think in 2016 I even went to Lucas Oil Speedway for a USMTS race, and Kansas National Jagway. The channel also saw local bands from, like, Against the Grain, Edge of Grace, which is a church band at Grace Point Church. Groove 42 was another band that appeared on the channel, and Henry Walker and the Regents, which a buddy of mine actually played in that band. And also some local hip-hop and R&B shows with the Winter's Ball. First time ever going to that, 2016. By 2017, I began recording with a RCA Viking Pro tablet to record the races. Battery life was okay. Quality sucked ass. If you go look at any of the 2017 videos, you'll probably unsubscribe me right now. If you haven't gone and looked at that, if you weren't around then, the quality was horrendous. Cars would streak by, and that was exactly it. It was a streak. You couldn't tell what car it was and whose car it was. But in late 2017, in an attempt to better video quality, I bought a Besticker HD camcorder off of Amazon. It was somewhat better, but it was extremely grainy. You could kind of tell who was driving, but again, the quality was still pretty poor. And my uncle actually bought me a little Sony camera that I used, but the battery on that one sucked ass. You'd use it for like 10 minutes and it'd be dead. But I lost my spot as I was going on my own little tangent here. 2017 also saw the 61st annual Hutchinson Grand Nationals hit the channel. We went back to Slime Speedway and Humboldt Speedway. And local bands reappeared on the channel like Green 42, Edge of Grace, and Henry Walker and Regents, as well as some more bands at the Winters Ball. And also, the Kansas NJCAA basketball tournament appeared on the channel. And I went to that because Scott Stiles was calling the games during that time, and he invited me out, and I got to record some of that. But things changed at the end of 2017 and at the beginning of 2018. In January, at the 81 Speedway Awards Banquet, Dave Gajero, at the time full owner of Wasteland Inc., approached me as I was talking to Aaron Porter, who drives the 94A Thumper and Street Stock. We were talking about, Aaron and I were talking about just how crappy the quality of video was. And he was saying that he had to stop watching because it sucked so bad. And I totally understand that and don't blame him for at all. Because I don't even go back and watch those videos. But about that time, Dave Gajero walks up, and Dave owns not only Wasteland, but he also owns the DGR racing team, which Tyler Davis, Scott Green, and later on John Allen race for her. He approached me and said he wanted to help out the channel. And he said to get a hold of him, and he and his IT guy would get with me, and we'll talk about what to do. And they ended up buying the camera that I'm using right now. And I cannot thank him enough for that. And like I said, this camera has seen action through 2018 and 2019. And tell you the truth, I'm not sure when we're going to be switching out just yet. There has been talks with Dave about switching out the cameras, getting me a new one, which would be totally awesome. And I'm not quite sure what the plans would be for this one, but I will let you all know as soon as I know when that happens, if we ever do go racing. 2018 saw me return to 81 Speedway, which is the primary track that I record out of. Salina Speedway, Humboldt Speedway, Kansas National Dragway, Caney Valley Speedway, Belleville High Banks for the first time, and Dodge City Raceway Park for the first time. And local bands also returned, like Route 42, and for the first time, the Annie Up Band at the KEYN Summer Concert Series, which is a free concert series that a local radio station puts on every year. Then at the end of 2018, and again at the 81 Speedway Awards Banquet in January of 2019, I was again approached by Dustin Forsberg, who drives the 3D Model Light for Chris Unruh. And Chris Unruh owns also John Freeman's Model Light, Justin Kinnerknecht's Model Light, and I think that's about it. And Chris also races as well. But Dustin Forsberg approached me and said, "Hey, I want to sponsor the Model Light series on your channel," which was amazing, again, to have that happen. And also joining the channel that year was my mom's shop, or I actually brought her on my mom's shop here and now in 2018, and she wanted to continue on for this year, for 2019 and this year. But also in 2018 or 2019, Big Corner Creative, a subsidiary of Malhona Ford, I got a hold of because I was looking for somebody to make my logos, and I called them and talked to them, got a quote, and I was actually beginning to dial the next company on my list to find somebody to make these logos for me. Big Corner Creative called me back and said, "Hey, I talked to Phil Nightingale, and he said, how about we work out a deal where we make the vinyls and everything for you, and you put us as a sponsor on your channel." And I said, "Hell yeah!" And we went from there, and those logos dotted cars at 81 Speedway and Humboldt Speedway. And I think in all 13 cars or 14 cars carried the James Furman Videos logos. Also in 2019, near the end of, halfway through the season, Dustin Forsberg, who at the time was with Wichita RV, Dustin ended up leaving Wichita RV and went to Crane Rental of Salina, and Dustin said, "Hey, can you switch the sponsor from Wichita RV to Crane Rental of Salina?" I said, "Sure thing." And Crane Rental of Salina finished out the year as the Model Light sponsor for 2019, and unfortunately they have not, or Dustin hasn't, didn't want to re-up this year, not quite yet, but also in 2019, at the end of 2019, A One Automotive out of Great Bend, Kansas, came on to be the sponsor for the Hornet division, and they have re-upped their sponsorship for 2020. So thank you to Wes and Lisa Moore. And Wes Moore, who owns A One Automotive, he also owns his son's car, which is the 9 Hornet out of 81 Speedway, driven by Slade Moore. Let's see. And again, 2019 saw me return to the Hutch Nationals, 81 Speedway, as always, Salina Speedway, and Humboldt Speedway, not as much, and the Belleville High Banks. High school football appeared on the channel in 2019. or 2018. I'm sorry. And that football game was actually the Wichita West High School Pioneers and the Wichita South Titans during the Pioneers homecoming game, which is my alma mater. Excuse me. And which is a great game. They blew away the South High Titans, and but in 2019, or at the end of 2019, Crane Rental Salina did not re-up, unfortunately, and I hope they do come back at some point. But Waste-Link Inc., Here and Now, Big Corner Creative, and A1 Automotive at a great band have all returned for 2020. When the 2020 season is allowed to continue, and the 4 years that 4 or 5 years that James Fern Videos has been around, I've been blessed. Great people. I made some great friends, made some great sponsors, and I cannot thank everybody enough. And the channel is doing great. Actually, it popped up in my memories on Facebook. This time last year, we were at 395 subscribers, and right now we are at 659. So almost double the subscribers from last year, and that's amazing. And the first video ever to hit 1,000 last year is now at 3,000 views. So that's amazing, and I cannot thank. And I do this every video. It's never going to stop because I am very thankful for everybody that has subscribed, has liked the Facebook page, watched the videos, liked them, left a comment, anything and everything that they do for me. Everybody that does for everything for me. I cannot thank you all enough. But now for 2020, we just sit and wait, and wait, and wait, and hope that this coronavirus finally goes away and we are allowed to get back to doing what we love. Going back out to the racetracks, going back out to sporting events, football games, soccer games, baseball games, like the Shockers. Can't see that? There we go. The Shockers, the Wichita Wind Surge. I really want to go to their opening games here in April. Their first home game is scheduled for the 14th, but I think that's been pushed back because of everything. But we just gotta sit and wait and see how all this lands. But I will still be here, God willing, and be making videos. I do plan to get out some more of the best and worst videos, as well as a year in photos videos, to waste time, really. And also, if you follow me on Facebook, I'm doing a throwback series of videos starting from the very first racing video that hit the channel in 2018. And we'll go all the way through the 2019 season, which was the Battle of the Bull Ring and King of America race at Humboldt Speedway last year. And we'll go through there, and we'll see how far we get through the year from 2019 and the throwback series of videos. I'm also doing a throwback series on the pictures from last year. And I think that's pretty much it. Again, I can't thank Waste-Link enough. Dave Gajero and Waste-Link. Here and Now, Big Corner Creative, A One Automotive, and Crane Rental Salina. Thank you, Dustin, for your support. year. And if you're looking for any information on my sponsors, you can find that all in the description box down below. And I hope when all this is said and done, you do go out and support your local businesses, and just to name a few that to look for to help you out. WasteLink for your home or business. Trash and recycling. Here and Now. My mom is always taking appointments, but with the shutdown, she can't at the moment. But when it's all lifted, I hope you give her a shot at taking care of your hair needs. Big Corner Creative. Get those cars wrapped for the season. Hopefully we'll be able to get to it. So yeah, until next time, have fun and be safe.